Hey everyone! So I wanted to do a quick wrap-up vlog from my trip in Japan. It was so amazing, and I wanted to take a couple of days to really think about, the lessons that I learned and kind of let my thoughts coagulate a little bit, and so that I could spit them out a little bit better at you. Before I start talking about how it felt to be in Japan and all that good stuff, it's Pikachu! Pika-pee! It matches, oh, now I look ridiculous. Oh, now I look ridiculous. It matches my nails, which I love, and I already have a dragon kigurumi, so it was neat to have a Pikachu one also, and it's really comfortable. And, yeah, so you guys voted for it. It's Pikachu kigurumi, but maybe, if you stay tuned, there's something special later on. Hint. Schoolgirl stuff. Spoiler alert. Maybe it's not gonna happen now. Maybe it's like when you tell someone your wish and then it doesn't come true because you told someone. It's still gonna happen. Okay, so final thoughts on being in Japan. Being in Japan was magical. I mean, honestly, it was friggin' magical. I had dreamed about going to Japan for so long, and I had studied for 4 years the language and the culture, and it was so funny walking around with our coordinators and our translators because we would talk about Japanese things and then they would say like, you know more about Japan than I do, and I felt like a big loser, but it was really cool. It was so much fun. Once I got past the initial shock that nobody pretty much speaks English or uses their English in public, it was really, really great. When you use your Japanese, people are very kind. There were some people who got kind of frustrated with my Japanese, and I'd have to call the translator over to kind of help me. But a lot of people were excited by my use of Japanese and would like, oh, that's so cool you speak Japanese. And they were very kind and kind of helped me figure out what I was trying to say, which was really great. We gotta talk about the weather, because the weather right now is horrible. It's over 100 degrees, and it's 100% humidity all the time. So when you're outside, it is like being on the sun. That's why everybody has all these devices to help them, like fans and sweat rags and umbrellas. They're all super popular in Japan right now. And everybody I met was like, I'm so sorry you're here right now. It's horrible. And I'm from Texas, so I'm kind of used to the humidity, but it's really, really hot right now. I don't know how many ways to say that. If you're thinking of going to Japan, wait until the fall or the spring when it's really nice. Right now is so flippin' hot. Everywhere we went, I was just like, I'm glad I brought so much clothing, and I bought some clothing there because halfway through the day I was like, I have to change. I'm drenched in sweat. It was disgusting. One of the coolest things I got to do in Japan that was kind of a dream come true for me was getting to go to the Meiji Shrine in Harajuku, and I got to fill out an ema, and the ema are wooden blocks that you write like your wishes on, and the priests offer them for you. And I just seen it in so many animes and like on, tours of Japan and other people, and it was just like a really cool cultural thing. I believe a lot in fate and luck and karma and stuff like that, and in wishes, because I'm super superstitious. So like if I see a shooting star, I totally wish for something. I don't open umbrellas and doors, that kind of thing. Although I am an atheist, I don't know, I just have this like really strong belief in luck. So I got to write down my wish. I have a photo of it, but I'll tell you all now. I wrote that I would like to have a long, healthy life full of love and laughter. And I also filled out an ema for SourceFed that said SourceFed loves Japan. I also had my fortune told. So basically what you do is you shake this metal block. Somebody's gonna gift that. Whatever, you shake, I was supposed to do it with 2 hands, that's not gonna make it better. Okay, you do this motion, I need like a sensor bar, and you shake a metal block and a stick comes out of the bottom, there's like a little hole, and the stick comes out and the stick has a number on it, and then they hand you that corresponding fortune to that number. And my fortune in Japanese said, basically, where there's a will, there's a way. I believe the actual fortune said something like, if you must climb the mountain, you will find that there is a path, something like that. And then I also did it in English, and the English one was a little scary because it wouldn't come out. I was like shaking it forever. Again, hand gestures all over the place. I was shaking it for like, I don't know, 2.5 minutes. The priestess at the shrine was like, what have you done wrong to this thing? And they were both like, really just like, shake it. And I'm like, I'm shaking it. and it wouldn't come out. But then the English one actually said something very similar. I believe it also said something close to where there's a will, there's a way. So that was really cool. And I also bought a charm for sound, mind, and body, and I keep that in my purse now. And I just thought it was really cool. It's just like one of those things. It's in the middle of this crazy, bustling, busy city, and there's trees everywhere. You would never know that Tokyo is just steps away because it is so quiet and serene and beautiful. And I was really lucky to get to go there and to fulfill one of my dreams, to fill out little Emma. So one of the things we saw around the city that nobody else seemed to notice, but I got a huge kick out of, were the schoolgirls, because they're so cute and they're like, you know, just on their way to school, and they look just like they do in anime, and they're everywhere, and it's so adorable. And speaking of schoolgirls, this is the schoolgirl outfit I got in Japan. It's super adorable. Yeah. It looks just like they look in the anime, and it's actually really comfortable, and I really like it a lot. And the other thing that I thought was super adorable, speaking of school children, were the tiny kids who walk themselves to school. It's like 8 in the morning, and there are 6-year-olds just walking by themselves, I was trying to tell the translator that would never happen in the US. You would never send a 6-year-old through a bustling city by themselves to walk to school, and she like couldn't believe that that was real. She was like, really? They don't go by themselves? She thought it was so crazy. I was trying to tell her, like, if you saw a 6-year-old in New York City walking by themselves, the cops are probably gonna get called, and that parent is gonna be in big trouble. But in Tokyo, they just walk by themselves, and they have these cute little hats, and they're just on their merry way, and it was so cute. They were adorable. So overall, I cannot wait to go back. I actually filled out, where'd I put them? Oh, I put them over here. I put him somewhere I could use him easily in the vlog, and then I forgot where I put him. So I can't wait to go back. I actually filled out my Daruma. He has one eye now, and my little project that I'm working on with him is to return to Japan. So I will fill out the other eye when I return, and I'd really like to go back in the fall because I've heard it's really nice. I'd like to go back during March or April for the cherry blossoms, but I've heard it's like the most expensive time to travel there, so maybe I'll go in fall before I go for the cherry blossoms. Just kind of depends on what works out with work and all of that. So Japan was awesome, and I can't wait to go back, and I want to live there so bad. It's like now my life's goal to at least live there for like a year. I would just die to live in Tokyo for just 1 year, and I don't know what I would do there, but it would be awesome, and it would be great. And so I'd really like to do that, and I had such a great time, and I'm so glad you guys got to kind of go through it with me and see my thoughts from like my exhausted ass after getting off the airplane and getting lost and losing myself and getting lost to making it to the hotel and having fun and buying all sorts of crazy stuff, and it's been really cool to share it with you guys. So thank you, and I will see you guys very soon at Comic-Con. Bye!